Guys, it's Jarvis with Itsnotjunktv. It's Saturday morning and we're headed to the Flea. So hang tight. When we come back, we should be there and you'll see what I see. How are you this morning? If you did a lot of garden work, yeah, you wouldn't buy one that's probably as good as that one. Not at the store nowadays. See the welding rod? All that stuff in there people need. It's not too bad. This morning didn't start off real great, but it seems to be getting a little better. There's more folks coming in. Hopefully you're not looking straight up my nose. You probably are. Play Frogger here. Seen a few more trucks move in. So that means there's a few new people out here with some different stuff. Just bought a pile of things. I'm not sure. I've never bought them before, so I don't know what they're going to do. So we'll see. Let's see what else we got.
Fighting with that light.
Just about. I ended up with a couple, but electric one. Well, that looks like it's about it for today at the Flea. We get back, we'll do a wrap up here later, show you everything I got. Well, that was the flea market. Wasn't a whole lot there, not as much as I was expecting. It's supposed to be in the 50s today, and obviously the sun is out, so but that's what there was. Ended up with a decent pile. Found some things that we're going to have to do some research on that I have never bought or tried to resell or anything. So we'll do that together later this evening, and when we come back, it won't be later this evening for you. It'll just be a few minutes. So hang tight. When we come back, we'll show you what I got. Well, guys, we're back here at the workshop. I've got everything drug in from the flea market. It was a pretty good day at the flea. I found a few things here, bought a few things that I've never really ventured into. Those I did go do a quick search online with my phone and checked into them before I bought them. But we'll get to those. Let's start off with some of the smaller stuff. Big rusty knife. Looks like it's in a pool cue bag. I only gave a couple dollars for it, but I wanted to check it for a name. This might be another one that'll go through electrolysis to get cleaned up. It's fairly straight. I mean, it's been beat on a little bit, but I think I can straighten it out. But I'd like to find the name on it and see. It might be Vietnam era. I've seen that shape before, but let's see if I can fix it. Camera parts, German camera parts, new and packed. I want to say it was from the early 80s. I don't know if it's useful for anybody, but let's see, new and packed and camera equipment. Well, I guess we'll just jump right into what I ended up getting. So this guy had a lot of microscopes, slides, specimen slides, other things like that. This, little specimen slides. You can look at different things, peacock feathers, pollen, all those things. But there was just a bunch, and I kind of grabbed and didn't know what I was really getting. Here's some more, looks like plant matter kind of stuff. Pine, onion root. Just a variety of different things. Here's 48 of them put out by Sears, probably the 70s or 80s. I'm not checked to see if they're all in there. I'd imagine so. Yeah, looks like they're all there. And another row of them there. So it's got tiny creatures, sea life, bacteria, honeybee, and butterfly parts. So seems like something for students maybe. But it's kind of neat, still new and packed. This is seems like a small portable type microscope. I'm just looking at things pretty much on the fly. New in box. Haven't looked it up yet. Apparently, actually this is for grain focusing. I thought this was for the slides, but it's not. It's more for photography. I don't know. I'll have to check into it and see what it really is. Like I say, I just went on a whim with a lot of this stuff. I've never bought it before, so sometimes you have to just take the chance. And really, at what I paid, it's not much of a risk. Glass slides. And what's funny is I bought this little microscope and this and a couple other things from another guy before I bought all the other stuff. So it's kind of a precursor, I guess. Little nothing, almost toy-like. And then end up finding what I did. More slide stuff. Little glass covers. Here's an old set of specimen slides, but unfortunately, I bet you the rest were laying in the box that I found it in, and it got dumped out. And this was older, wooden box, I would say. It's French. Yeah. Paris. So, too bad I didn't see the rest of the slides when that happened, but got the one in the box, I guess. Here's some more insects, prepared slides, specimen slides. I think this is some kind of pathogen, some angioma syndrome. don't know, seems kind of gross. But maybe somebody out there would be interested in it. Pond life. All these just little sets. Little guide on the side. Tells you what's in there. Water flea. I figured old Gibson string box had some miscellaneous picks and whatnot in it. Nothing really. This bridge, I believe, is Gibson, so that's really why I picked it up. That'll go into the parts pile, and I'll keep that in case I do a project, which it's very possible I will. More slides. I'm not sure what these are. It just says set, complete set, and a guy's name, so I'm not sure if that's who it is. It was following something this guy had. These are kind of cool. These are both identical. There's two sets of them here, but it's specimens from all parts of the human body. So there's lungs, brain, tongue, cheeks, it's everything. Eyes, everything. A sample of the whole human body. And I've got two of those and the guide sheet so you know which one is which. Bladder, colon, thyroid, so it's pretty much everything. Heart, cartilage, spleen. So it's a little bit of everything. So kind of neat. So I imagine those have got some kind of value to them, being that they're a fairly complete set. Or they are complete, I think. I know the other one was. I haven't looked at this one yet. Yep, so that one's complete and that one's complete. So something else to do a little research on. More of the prepared slides. I would say that one probably goes in there. I'd say that was a set. So, blood of animals, pond life, parts of plants, varieties of bacteria. So I'd say that was a set at one time. Some kind of, that may be for just checking them out. Checking slides out without having a microscope around. This was in a box, so I'm not really... It says depression slides for microscope. So I'm not sure. I really think anybody out there knows what them are, or if that's what they're called, a depression slide. They're really heavy, about 1/4 inch thick, glass, kind of magnified in the center. If you know what they are, drop it in the comments below. Let me know. Save me some time on all the research. The rest of these kind of parts, this is another one of them. It seems to be an older version of what's in the box, but that one I had noticed had been JB welded in a couple places. So somebody already got to it before me and fixed it, sort of. And so it'd be more of a decoration, or it may get made into something else or go to the scrap pile. I'm not sure yet. But this was, I've never really see a whole lot of these. It's a big old Bausch & Lomb microscope. It seems to be complete. Mirror seems to reflect enough light up in there. I've not stuck a slide in it yet to see that it'll focus in, but then it's got both trays of different magnifying eyepieces that go with it as well. Or it was all in the box when I found it. But extremely heavy. Kind of neat, and it's also marked underneath. I found a sticker for the medical supply section, depot, maintenance shop, Schenectady General Depot, U.S. Army. So this was on a military base somewhere at some point, probably 60s or 70s. Because this one has a really nice dovetailed box that it goes in. So I would place it to be a little bit older because I have another one. Come from the same guy, which all came from the same estate as he was cleaning it out. This one is a Spencer. It's a little more modern. It's got the electric light with it, which I do believe I've got the right power supply that goes with it, so we'll be able to test it out and see how it works. But I know nothing about these. I have a Spencer, which is American Optical, it looks like. I don't see, it says 1042A, which may be a model number. Actually, it's a model 1036, this one is. So, anybody knows anything about them, year or whatnot, send me some info. Fill me in on what it would have been used for. Maybe it had a specific use. Maybe not doctors, could have been anything, any kind of research lab or anything along those lines. But it's something I've never tried buying and reselling, so they were neat. They had a case. I found the power supply for this one, so I had to give it a shot. And then really everything else I bought was, that's why I kind of held off on showing them to you, was extra parts to go along with each of these. Extra eyepiece or whatever it would be called for each of them. Some extra odd and end kind of parts. That's American Optical, which I assume goes along with that as somehow as a add-on. I believe this is a light that would probably go on this one so you can electrify it so you don't have to use the mirror. I hoped it was anyway. That's why I grabbed it out of another box. But all more stuff that I have to do research on because I know nothing about it. Looks like a power supply made in Switzerland. Again, just went on a whim and grabbed them and was hoping that they were worth something. And you know, in this market, in this industry, you kind of have to do that. You don't know everything about everything, and you're not going to make a killing off everything either. But with what I paid for it, I think there's some room there to let it sit and then get it into the right market. And that's another thing. You can't just rely on one place. So get out there, search around, find the market for you. Facebook is a great place with all the groups. They'll lead you towards other auction houses, different places. So don't just put, as the old saying goes, your eggs all in one basket. So I'm glad you came along. I'm Jarvis with Itsnotjunktv. Please hit like and subscribe below. And as always, thanks for watching.